Okay, so this may very well float into two parts because there's just so much information. I'm discussing my BII symptoms, breast implant illness, and my journey to explant. So improving my health by removing these toxic bags out of my body, which I'm excited and nervous for. So after a year of being sick, about 70% of the time, I was prescribed by a new doctor a drug called montelukast, which is the off-brand of Singular, which is to improve asthmatic symptoms. They prescribe this to a lot of people. They give it to children, and honestly, it is something that should have a black box warning, in my opinion. I have felt the adverse reactions to montelukast, and I'll explain what those were later in the video. So I also went gluten-free at this time. Neither of these things really improved my health. I still had sinus drainage all of the time. I still slept sitting at, a angle to allow myself to breathe at night. I also became pregnant with my second child during this time. So I was in this desperate mode of if I was well enough to provide my baby with what he needed to be healthy. And that brought on a whole nother set of feelings. I also started developing a new symptom at this time, which was rashes, itchy rashes on the insides of my thighs and the insides of my elbow creases. And what these rashes would do, and it was so bizarre, is they would start as like a circle, and then they would separate as if they were like a cell, and one side of the rash would go up my forearm and the other side of the rash would go up my upper arm, and they would be elevated from the skin, extremely itchy, and I would just have to let it take its course. It's like once it started, it had to just move up my arm or move down my leg, and then it would go away. I started having these rashes 3 weeks out of a month. I was completely miserable, so I was desperate. I went to a new doctor, and I'm gonna have to make this a second video. So if you are having these symptoms or can relate, follow and watch the next video.